Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures, D-Day 0800 hours, turn 16, part 9. The 506 PIR continues to push forward in the hedgerows. For the details, you have to go back and watch the introduction video for this turn and follow along. The 1058 Grenadiers have been pushed back, heavy losses. 506 has also taken heavy losses. The 3 armored vehicles from the 100th Panzer still in the fight. 6th Fallschirmjäger, defending Karatan, has sent forward some soldiers to back up the 1058 Grenadiers. They also hold the river lock, and it is open, and it's been flooding the green fields since the beginning of the battle. Greenfields infantry advance, no run, and no vehicles at all. Brownfields, normal movement. Roads, normal movement. 6 Fallschirmjäger also hold both bridges leading into Karatan. They have some very strong defenses set up. And Karatan itself is completely under 6 Fallschirmjäger control. It's been an epic fight. Over on Omaha Beach, 916th Grenadiers 1st and 2nd Platoon. Taking heavy losses, but they continue to fight it out. Bunker in the distance has a Pac 40, and the bunker closer is the 88. Assaulting Omaha Beach, far left flank, 116th Infantry, Company A, 1st Platoon. Coming up behind the 1st Squad is the Rangers, 2nd Rangers, Company C, heavy weapons, 2nd Platoon, and 1st Platoon on the far right flank. The 743rd Tank Battalion has broken through the beach obstacles and cleared a path. Any advance or run by infantry or vehicles, they must take a landmine check, similar to an orders check. If they fail, roll on the landmine chart. And that's for anywhere that's sand on the beach, or as they move further across the road here, anything that's colored light brown is also must take a landmine check. First dice. German. 916th Grenadiers, 1st Platoon Commander. 1st Lieutenant is radio operator. They're going to receive a run order. He's going to give out 2 orders. First order is going to go to the single soldier that survived for the 1st Platoon's Goliath team. They have 2 pin markers. They're going to receive an advance order. We're going to try to get them into the trench safe. You need to take that test. The lieutenant's going to take away those 2 pins, so they'll be testing at a 10 and under. They pass. He escapes. And he has a rifle on his back, but he's not going to fire. He's now hidden in the trench again, as the lieutenant. The lieutenant here is also hidden in the trench. The lieutenant's second order dice is going to go to. He's gonna give it to this forward observer, spotter, and he will also receive an advance order. There we go. He's in position. Next turn, we'll be able to call in fire on the soldiers assaulting the beach. Hopefully, he can get an angle on the flamethrower tank that's heading through the obstacles. Second Rangers, Company C, First Sergeant, is going to receive an advance order. First, he's going to order the first platoon, first squad leader to receive an advance order. As soon as he hits the sand, he'll have to take a landmine check. 10 and under. Passes. The sergeant's going to have 2 shots from there. I don't really think he's going to have very many targets, though. We'll let him shoot over here at this soldier. It's going to be 7s, and this is the 916 Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, 3rd Section Leader. He's right there behind that pin marker. So it'll be 7s. Misses. First squad leader is going to give out his 1 order dice. He's going to order these 3 soldiers here from the 1st Platoon, 2nd Squad. There's the wounded soldier in the middle, the 2nd Squad assistant leader to the right, and 2nd Squad soldier with the BAR. And these 2 soldiers are going to drag their buddy. Because it's 2 soldiers dragging 1 wounded soldier forward, they'll be able to go the full 5 inches. Put them behind that soft cover beach obstacle. The beach obstacles are only soft cover because they're not a solid object, completely solid like as a brick wall would be. They'll need to take an orders chest first with a 1 pin marker. They'll still be testing at a 10 and under. They pass. Next, landmine check. Pass. They won't be able to fire because they used that action to drag their wounded buddy forward. Back to the company first sergeant's 2nd order dice. He's going to give it to the 1st platoon, 2nd squad leader, who's directly in front of them. And he'll receive an advance order. He's going to advance up, and if he can get close enough, he's going to try to save the wounded soldier. Be a roll of a 6. First, he's going to have to see if he's close enough and take his landmine check when he hits the sand. All right, 2nd squad leader hits the sand. Landmine check. He fails. It's a landmine. All right, the sergeant hits a landmine. Now we're going to find out if it's just taking some pins and going down, or on a 1, if he's going to get hit with a 2-inch HE landmine. Oh, he gets lucky. He's just going to take some pins. D3. Ooh. You take 3 pins and go down. He got luckier than his bazooka soldiers from first squad. All right, now the company first sergeant will advance. He only gets to go 4 inches, but that'll get him up onto the sand. He'll take the landmine check. Okay, looking for a 10 and under. They pass. Company first sergeant's got a SMG, his messenger has a rifle. They're going to be. Their only target I really see is the same soldier that was just shot at previously. So they'll go for him 3 shots, and it's going to be 7s because of single man, hard cover, and long range. All misses. 6 Fallschirmjäger, 3rd section, assistant leader, Sergeant Thor will go on ambush here, defending the bridge. 916th Grenadier, 1st Platoon, 2nd section, flamethrower team. They're going to receive a run order. They're going to run down the trench. The flamethrower is going to work their way down here and hide and get ready for any armor that may come through the gap that's been made by the bulldozer on the front of the Sherman there. And so as they come around, and they're going to have to come up through these barriers, and that'll be the perfect moment to get them with the flamethrower. Second Rangers, 1st Platoon, the platoon sergeant, he's going to receive an advance order. But first he's going to use one of his order dice to order the 1st Platoon 2nd Squad assistant leader to his left and the 2 soldiers that are with him to advance forward to the low tide mark in the sand there. They'll have soft cover behind those beach obstacles and the low tide mark. So they'll be taking a landmine check first, 10 and under. You pass. The sergeant and his 2 riflemen, they're going to go ahead and fire straight ahead at the same target. 916 Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, I believe it was the 3rd section leader. One of the only survivors in this area for the Germans. They'll need 7s. That's 2 shots from the sergeant's SMG and 2 shots from the 2 riflemen. Looking for 7s. All misses. 1st Platoon Sergeant, 2nd Order Dice will go to the soldiers on his right. 1st Platoon, 2nd Squad, LMG team. They'll receive an advance order. They're going to head up in between the wounded soldier and his unit and the 3 that just moved forward. When he hits the sand, he'll need a landmine check. 10 and under. Pass. Alright, he's going to have 4 shots be on 7s. Because even though it's probably not beyond range, hard cover, single man, movement. Looking for 7s. Oh yeah, they passed the landmine check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, looking for 7s. 1 possible. Miss. 1st Platoon Sergeant will now advance, and he's going to actually go over and try to he's going to work on the wounded soldier here and try to save him. He'll have to take the landmine check at the sand, though. 10 and under. Pass. Alright, Platoon Sergeant makes it up to the wounded soldier. He'll be able to save him on a roll of a 6. Not this time. 6 Fallschirmjäger, 1st Squad, or 1st Section Leader, Sergeant Carl will go on ambush. 6 Fallschirmjäger, 3rd Section, 2 soldiers with rifles and Panzerfaust will go on ambush. These defenses here are going to be really tough for the U.S. forces to get through in order to get to the river lock and to the 2 bridges. The 506's main objective is to get to those bridges and destroy them before turn 24 so that the German armor reinforcements will be slowed down and stopped before they can head through Carentan, cross the bridges, and counterattack, push the Allies back into the Atlantic. Rangers, 2nd Rangers, 1st Platoon, 2nd Squad Bazooka Team receives an advance order. They'll be able to get about, well, that's a little bit further than they'll get to move. There we go. It's 4-inch move for infantry in the water. So he'll have be able to go a total of about 4.5 inches. So you need a 10 and under for his landmine check. 10 and under. Fail. Wow, what is it with the bazooka teams? These guys failed too. Same deal. On a roll of a 1, they take a direct hit from the landmine, a 2-inch HE, and that's on a 1. And a 2 up, they go down and take D3 pins. You're going to go down and take 3 pins. Still got luckier than their fellow bazooka men from 1st Squad. 9/16th Grenadiers, 1st Platoon, 2nd Section Leader. He's got a assault rifle. He's on the far right. He's going to receive a fire order. And with that building being destroyed, actually, from the T-34 Calliope, Sherman with the rocket launchers on top did all that damage. So he's going to open up on, I think he's going to go for this medium machine gun team here, just because they're about to make it into hardcover, and before they get up to the hardcover spot, we're going to try to take a guy out. So there'll be 3s, 4s for long range, and 6s for beyond range. Looking for 6s. Misses. 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, 1st Section, Assistant Leader, and the 2 soldiers on his left. They all have assault rifles. They'll receive a fire order, and they don't have as good of targets as they did before this building collapsed in front, but they still can get shots on this group here of 3 soldiers from 2nd Rangers, 1st Platoon, 1st Squad, center screen. So these 6 shots, it's going to be 4s for long range and 6s for beyond range. So only needing 6s. We have 2 hits. We're not going to re-roll that 3. It's mostly showing a 3. 2 hits. Wounded on 4s, dead on 5s and 6s. 1 killed. Killed a rifleman closest. The center soldier's a BAR soldier, and then it's the 1st Platoon, 1st Squad assistant leader. We won't be moving him either. That's the first Ranger that's been killed from the company due to German rifle fire. The landmine killed these first 2. Besides that, we just have 2 wounded at this time. 2 Rangers were wounded that have been saved by the medic here, and then the LMG gunner from 1st Platoon, 1st Squad was saved also. 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, 1st Section, LMG team will receive a fire order. They're going to actually go, instead of shooting the same 3-man team from 1st Platoon, 1st Squad, they're going to go for these 3 soldiers on the other end. And they're also from 1st Platoon, 1st Squad. we're going to target though? You know what? Actually, I think the LMG, the man they just saved, would probably be the better target. He's more dangerous in the future. Probably let those riflemen make it for now. Let's get that LMG gunner that just got saved. His loader is the wounded soldier, and right behind him. And currently, the other soldiers attached to their team. All right, so they're going to need this LMG. It's still going to be 3s, long range 4s, beyond range 6s. 5 shots, need 6s. All misses. 916 Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon Commander, 1st Lieutenant, radio operator, and messenger. They're going to go on ambush. So they'll be able to roll off next turn before the first dice of that turn, and do an ambush roll off and try to activate his soldiers early and pin down those Rangers on the beach. 2nd Rangers, Company C, 2nd Platoon, 1st Squad. The 3 soldiers in the front, already on the sand. They're going to receive an advance order. That is the assistant squad leader and 2 riflemen. They're going to advance straight forward along the Sherman Crocodile flamethrower tank. They'll be taking a landmine check, 10 and under. Oh, fail. They hit the landmine. Landmine explodes. On a roll of a 1, they take a 2-inch HE landmine. On a 2 up, they take D3 pins and go down. How many pins? 3 pins. So that makes 2, 3, 4, 5 landmine check fails for the 2nd Rangers, which is interesting. I don't think, and in total for this turn, that would make it 6, because the 116th Infantry Forward Observer Team also hit a landmine this turn. So out of all 6, though, only 1 turned fatal. However, the Rangers took far more. Guess there's more landmines on this side. 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon Medic is going to receive an advance order. He's going to go ahead and attempt to save on the soldier who's bleeding out the end of next turn, 0830 hours. And the other soldier looks like he's got 2 more turns to go after that, so we'll go ahead and save the soldier on the right first. To make the save, he's going to need a medic starts on a 4-up roll. So 4 up to make the save. Soldier saved. There we go. Medic with the save. And the terrible part is this 5 soldiers on the left from 2nd Platoon, 2nd Section haven't fired yet. 2nd Rangers, 2nd Platoon, 1st Squad. The 3 soldiers in the back here. They're going to receive an advance order. Going to go around their buddies who just went down from the landmine. And when they hit the sand, they got to take the landmine check. They're going to be going in between the 2 units that already hit landmines. Oh, and this is 1st Squad, the other assistant leader. Actually, this is the 1st Squad leader this time. Yeah, not the assistant leader. He'll be leading. He'll be hitting the sand first. Landmine check, 10 and under. They pass. I think because of the way they're lined up, only the 1st Squad leader in the front will be able to fire. And actually the soldier behind him as well, so he'll be getting 3 shots. And oh, it's at an elevated shop. I don't know if that BAR soldier would be able to shoot. So we're gonna just let the two in the front 3 shots. Going for same target we've been going for here. This guy. It's the 916 Grenadiers, 2nd platoon, 3rd section leader. And needing 7s. Misses. Got lucky. 2nd Rangers, 2nd platoon, 2nd squad assistant leader, and 2 soldiers lined up next to him on his left. Actually, that's 2 soldiers. They're going to receive an advance order. Need to take a landmine check, 10 and under. They pass. The sergeant and his 2 riflemen, they all actually have rifles. And they're going to open fire since it's on. They can't shoot into the PAC 40, the wall, seawall, their blocks. But they're going to go, since it's on 7s, they're going to go ahead and open fire on the, you know what, let's go for the platoon sergeant for 916 Grenadiers 2nd platoon. Right there, center screen. 3 shots, needing 7s. Misses. 2nd Rangers, 2nd platoon, 2nd squad MMG team. They're going to receive a run order, and they're going to advance up kind of to the right there. Make room, try to leave room for their other soldiers from their 2nd squad with the flamethrower. Also 2nd squad assistant leader to be able to make it up onto the sand this turn as well. So they'll need a landmine check as they hit the sand. 10 and under. Pass. And it's going to wrap it up for me for tonight. Definitely be able to finish up this 0800 hours in about 3 nights. But yeah, that was epic. These landmine checks are brutal. The Germans will lose, but how many can they take out on their way to Valhalla? Or wherever they're going to go. See, next time, pull the dice for next time. There are not that many dice left, but gotta call it a night. And when we come back, it'll be U.S. dice. And I think all the U.S. forces, all the paratroopers and the heavy weapons have already acted for the U.S. on the hedgerows table battlefield. So I think we're still on Omaha Beach to wrap up. And here on for the Germans in Carentan on the in the hedgerows, I think we might be almost out of order dice also, but we'll figure it out next time. Epic fight's gonna happen over here soon as the paratroopers work on pushing the Germans out of this hard cover position. They're moving up, getting ready to strike. All right, catch you next time.